Hello, and welcome to your Introduction to Accounting with Genie Accountancy. I will spend 15 minutes going through how you can easily track your data with our software partner FreeAgent, helping us to provide proactive accounting and business advice. I'll start by taking you through how you can log into your account, and then go through how you can bring your contact information into the system. After this, I will show you how to send and record sales invoices. Then we will look at the banking section, where we will spend a little more time, as this is a key area that will help save loads of time bringing your information into your account. Then I will show you a couple of ways you can enter out-of-pocket expenses, including sharing my phone screen with you and going through how you can photo your receipts and track your expenses while on the go. Then we will go back to the overview screen and see how the information we have entered has been displayed, helping give you the information needed to make business decisions. Okay, so I will start by logging in here. This takes me through to my business overview screen, and as no data has been entered yet, this screen is fairly blank. So I'm going to jump straight into creating my first contacts. One is design time. I've pre-filled this information so you're not watching me typing. You can see there's a lot of information you can enter here. You should enter the agent address details in the invoice address section. I'm going to click create and add another. Again, I can just fill in the different organization I'm working for, and I've entered my agent address details here as well. You can also enter your bank payment details onto the footer of your invoices. I can go to the banking tab, choose view this account, click edit details at the top, and fill in the bank details here. So you can repeat this process for different bank accounts as well if you have them. To send an invoice then, all I need to do is choose invoicing from the work menu. This would usually show us the status of invoices you have created, but as this is the first one, I'll just click create here. I won't do a project invoice, and I'll choose my design as the client. This is the screen you need to enter the invoice date on. You can also update your payment terms and enter any freeform text you want appearing on the sales invoice in this box here. One of the more options lets you choose which bank account details appear on the invoice. I'll just select create new invoice. Now you can see the logo that I previously uploaded and my company and the agent address details as well. You can also see the bank details at the bottom here to make payments straightforward. Right, so if I click add invoice item, I'm going to change the unit to days and enter the details as 1 day of training. Then enter the price as £600, and I can tick the box here to create this in my price list with my relevant code as well. You can enter as many line items as you want to, and once I'm finished, I can then send this invoice as an email, or I can save it as a PDF and print the invoice. In this case, I would need to select the Mark as Sent button, and this would move the invoice out of draft status so it appears in the FreeAgent figures. If you operate under a self-billing arrangement, you still need to create the invoice in your account and click Mark as Sent. This is so Genie Accountancy have accurate and up-to-date information, allowing us to give timely tax advice. For those of you who want to keep a closer eye on the profitability of pieces of work, you can do this in the project section. Here, you can track time against a variety of different tasks you have set up, each with their own hourly rate. This section lists all the expenses you have incurred during the work and have chosen to link back to the project in your FreeAgent account. This all gets filtered back to the project summary screen, which gives you the projected profitability here as well. Okay, now I want to spend a little more time talking through the banking side of FreeAgent, which is a key time saver in your new accountancy solution. Your bank account information is brought into FreeAgent through uploading electronic bank transactions. This is good because it means you are importing accurate data in close to real time, which means that your dedicated accountant at Genie Accountancy can use this information to help you be more streamlined from a tax point of view. There are two methods for importing this information. You can download your bank statement from your online bank account, save to your desktop, and then upload into your FreeAgent account, or you can synchronize your FreeAgent account with your bank account using direct bank feeds. Once this is done, your bank transactions will be uploaded roughly every 48 hours. This means your dedicated accountant will have access to accurate data quickly and enable us to work closely with you to minimize your tax liabilities. To enable the direct feed, you need to go to the bank account in question and select the Enable Bank Feed option. You will need to select the right bank account type. For example, with Lloyds here, the Lloyds UK is for the personal account. As you will have a business bank account, you will need to choose the option with business banking in the title. It is important to get this right, or the authorization process will not succeed. Once you've chosen the correct bank account, you will then be asked for the usual login details you need to log into your online banking website. As different banks have slightly different login procedures, the information asked for may differ slightly depending on your bank. For the purpose of this demonstration, I will go through the process of uploading an electronic bank statement that I've previously downloaded to show how you explain transactions in your account. So if I click Upload Bank Statement here, you will see that we accept .csv, .qaf and .ofx formats. All the major high street banks will export in one of these formats. So the process is that I've logged into my online bank account, downloaded my statement in one of these formats, and then select the Choose File button here. Navigate to where I've saved the statement and click Upload. You'll notice it points out that I've only uploaded new transactions. Any duplicates for overlapping date periods will automatically be ignored, which is important. I'm going to select Review Transactions now, which will show me the transactions I've just uploaded. We can see these are all highlighted in red. This means these transactions have not been explained and therefore will not affect your bookkeeping yet, or for example, be included in your portal figures. I'll go through the process of explaining these transactions now. You'll notice it's called money in and money out at the top, as more complex accounting jargon is avoided in FreeAgent. So where you'll usually see credit and debit, it's simply called money in and money out. Then all I need to do is go to Category and choose a combination of meals and select Explain Transaction. If I do this again, I can explain corner books to staff training. And finally, this is the money coming in from that invoice I just set up. Now that it's money in, the type has automatically gone to invoice receipt, and while it doesn't look that intelligent currently, as there is only one invoice in the system, it will try to match the correct invoice based on the value. You can of course delete the match here and search based on value, reference or contact yourself, and once explained, that will update your portal figures. Right, I'm going to upload a second bank statement now. If I tick here, FreeAgent will automatically explain incoming transactions to where I posted them previously. So for example, if I previously explained a transaction from O2 into the mobile phone category, the next time a bank transaction is uploaded from O2, it will automatically be explained into mobile phone. Now I'll review these transactions I've uploaded, and we can see that Star B&B has automatically been explained to a combination of meals, and Corner Books has automatically gone to staff training. So I could change these if I wanted to, and it's important to check, but I'm happy they're correct. You can also work retrospectively as well. So if I select the Travelodge transaction here and select the category as a combination of meals, you will see there are 3 matching transactions, so I can select more options. This is also where you can choose to link or rebill a bank transaction to a project expense if you want to, but I will just scroll down to the bottom, tick the box and select Explain. All 4 of these transactions have now been posted into the same category, in this case a combination of meals. Once you've explained all the red bank transactions each month, your progress will show on the right hand side here. Make sure you check your bank balance matches what the bank is showing, and if not, let your dedicated accountant know. Okay, the next section I want to take you through is how to enter your out-of-pocket expenses. There are a couple of ways to do this. If I go to the My Money section here and choose Expenses, this is where I enter, for example, a train ticket for a business meeting that I've paid for with my own money and need to be reimbursed by my business for. For this example, I can enter an expense for rooms in Manchester. I can leave it at today's date and enter the value as £50. If I want to, I can also upload a receipt here as well. And create new expense at the bottom. I mentioned I would share my phones with you and show how you can enter expenses with smartphones. While I will go through the online version of FreeAgent on my iPhone, it works on Android and BlackBerry as well. It's worth pointing out, this is not an app, this is simply the online version of FreeAgent, just accessed through a smartphone. So I'm going to log in exactly the same way. You can see the same URL at the top of the screen here, and my password and email is exactly the same as well. When logging in, FreeAgent automatically picks up that you've logged in using a smartphone and automatically resizes the screen for you. So I can swipe left on the screen here and see the cash flow over 6 months if I want to. And scrolling down, there is the balance in the bank accounts, the mini P&L, and the tax timeline as well. The tax timeline is a great feature which helps to keep you in the know with regards to your upcoming tax liabilities, but I'll run through this with you when we go back to the overview screen. What I want to demo now is how you can keep track of your out-of-pocket expenses while on the go. If you go to the plus button at the top of the screen here, you'll see I have the ability to enter lots of information. I'll just choose new expense, and you'll notice I now have exactly the same functionality as when I entered the expense on my desktop just now. I'm going to leave the category as accommodation and meals and change the date to the 6th of July and put the value in as £20.20. Then I'm going to enter the description as lunch, and I can scroll down and select choose file. This will open the smartphone's ability to take a photo, which I can do now. There we go. And now I just need to select create new expense. Right, I'm going to close down this screen share now, and we're going to move back to the desktop. All I need to do is refresh the screen here, and this will automatically pick up the transaction I've just entered. You'll notice some transactions have a paperclip next to them. This is to show it has an attachment. If we go into it now, we've got the snapshot of the photo here, which if I select, will enlarge, and we can see all the information clearly as well. As with the bank transactions, you have the option of rebilling or linking expenses back to different projects. Okay, I'll go back to the overview page now. So, in 15 minutes, I've entered my first contact details, put through a sales invoice, gone through the option of using projects to focus on the profitability of individual pieces of work, uploaded and explained 2 bank statements, and I've also entered a number of expenses, one with my smartphone. Entering all this information has not taken particularly long, and you can already see useful business information displayed on the overview screen. There is the cash flow over the past 12 months, and we can see the balance of our bank account below. At the bottom here, there is the list of the 2 out-of-pocket expenses I've entered, and we can see the total of this at the right as well, that I'm yet to repay myself. Right, this means I've entered all my information for June, so I can tick this box at the top here, which lets us know you've entered all your information, allowing us to start processing it. We do ask that you enter all of your information and let us know this is the case 1 week following the end of the month. This brings us on to the tax timeline I mentioned earlier. This feature is really helpful because as you and your dedicated accountant at Genie Accountancy are entering information into your account, the tax timeline shows your upcoming tax bills and what the liability is. So you can see here there is £78.52 in VAT liability. If we scroll down here, here's the corporation tax as well. Now this is just an approximation, but it means that you should have a good indication of what your corporation tax liability is, helping you avoid surprisingly large tax bills. If we go to the mini P&L, we can see the operating profit here, minus the ballpoint corporation tax, and these items, giving us the dividends figure. This tells you the maximum amount of money you can legally withdraw from your business. but you do still need to keep an eye on the VAT liability and make sure you have enough money in the bank to cover that from a cash flow point of view. Using this up-to-date information allows us, your dedicated accountants at Genie Accountancy, to regularly see how you're getting on and helps us to make sure you are efficient from a tax point of view. We recommend that you speak with your dedicated accountant about your VAT registration if you haven't already done so. I hope you found this introduction to your new online accounting solution useful. You can see our Genie Accountancy support number here on the screen, and please contact your dedicated accountant with any questions you may have. Also, please do follow us on social media, as we often pass on tax saving hints and tips through these channels. Thank you very much for watching.